it done. There was really no... Yeah, you had nothing. It was basically it was a crapshoot every time. And
well, essentially, all of these methods that we're using are just to have tighter control over your results. I mean, if you want to just chuck everything together and drink what comes out of it, that's fine. But if you want to have consistency in your brews, then you got to be consistent about it, which means you're going to be using a yeast out of a package instead of what happens to fall into it from the air that day.
Yeah.
And you're going to want to use nutrients, and you're going to want to give exactly the right amount of nutrients for the yeast you're using.
Mm-hmm. And you're going to want to ferment at the temperature that the yeast likes, and all of that.
I mean, maybe some people are in a different position than I'm in, but honey's too damn expensive to let it just go to chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to put, that much honey in there and well, let's just see what happens. I'm going to spend that money on it. I'm going to have a pretty good idea what's going to happen to it, how it's going to come out.
Or, that much time invested into processing the fruit for your melomel or your country wine. I put in hours and hours and hours messing with those apples or those berries or those currants or all the blood I lost to the gooseberry bush. I'm not going to leave that up to chance.
Yeah.
Gooseberry bushes are terrible.
They are. Well, and yeah, I mean, when I found out that there was a way to make mead that if you followed the protocol, basically it was, a step, staggered nutrient additions, step feeding, and staggered nutrients, and and aerating, and doing that twice a day, and punching down the fruit caps. So when I found out about these things, and it was, and people were going, and if you do this consistently, you'll almost always get great mead, and it'll be drinkable practically right out of the bucket. And I'm like, sign me up. I mean, duh. It'd be stupid not to do that. Be like, here's a free college education, and you going, yeah, no, I don't need to learn anything else.
I mean, let's face it, it's not that damn hard.
No.
You don't need a laboratory full of equipment. You need a couple measuring spoons and a wand to put on your drill.
Yeah, and a
hydrometer.
And a drill aerator, which is actually kind of fun.
I have not braved one of those yet.
They're fun. Just don't do them in a glass jug. I learned that one the hard way.
Well, you can. You just have to.
You have to be really careful. Yeah, I didn't fortunately bust it and have 5 gallons go boosh all over the floor, but I did crack one, and then I had to rack out of that and toss that jug. And yeah, but they're amazing. I love them, and they're awesome. You don't have to punch down your fruit cap. You just stick this thing in there and turn it on, and it goes zzz, and everything gets all mixed up, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, I use fruit bags, so not so great.
I don't know. I go back and forth.
Lift the bag out, then do it, and put the bag back in.
Yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
that's just one more added possible way of getting contamination into my mess. So I usually just stir it. Either that, or I use my. Either that, or I just use my long-handled spoon to push the thing out of the way while I take the whisk to what I can reach.
Oh, that's only Bobby Slants asked if we've done SNA with bread yeast. We have to do SNA with bread yeast and see what happens. That's actually.
It's on my list.
Okay, good.
When I do the yeast test, it's on the list. I've been trying to get around it. Oh, I'm the queen of frickin' to-do list too.
Yeah, that too. You're a procrastinator.
Oh my god,
class one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm really good at it.
Yeah. In your defense, you were left unsupervised. That's her new catchphrase.
But I do have a hat that says "bad example" on it.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Yep, I have. Wore it to the Major Cup.
I did, for a very good reason.
And we got. Yeah.
I don't do anything the right way the first time.
That's right.
Except JAO. I actually did that exactly according to the recipe the first time.
The first time.
Then I fucked with it. But that's the thing. You got to do it right once, and then you learn what you can change and how to change things and what you can get away with and what you can't.
Yeah.
Mistakes are not necessarily a bad thing.
That's the frustrating thing to me is these people fighting it, like on these Facebook pages. It's not that hard. It doesn't take that much time. And it's ludicrous that you would fight it. I mean, so you have to go down every 2 days to add nutrients and degas it. What are you down there? 10 minutes max?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're doing it with the whisk, you might be there a little longer. If you're a drill, it's much quicker.
To be fair, when I was working full-time, it was really hard to get it done in the mornings, and I had a lot of crap I was doing in the evenings, and it was really easy to procrastinate, and, oh wait, look, it's gone. I guess it's already past halfway, and I don't need to put the rest of the nutrients in now. But, it's a timing thing.
One mistake I made is, when you first make a mead, it doesn't really take that long to mix everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So I made 5 in one day. And then you have to gas and add nutrients to 5 on those same days. Yeah, that wasn't the best idea in the long run of that one.
I'm a cereal mead maker. I make one batch at a time, generally speaking. Whenever I've tried to make more than one batch, something bad happens, so I've gotten superstitious.
No, I've done a couple of batches at a time, but I've only got a couple of fermenters, so I really can't do primary for too many things at a time if I'm going more than a 1-gallon batch.
But I took 6 batches up to NHC this year, so I had all those going at a time, and that was a little difficult to orchestrate, but it worked.
You're getting better at it.
Yeah. We're lucky here. One of the two. Yeah.
I don't trust luck. It tends to desert you when you need it the most.
Well, it does.
I don't trust it, but it seems to pull my ass out of the fire more often than not.
Very true. Very true, yeah. I've had that happen on more than a few occasions, so. But we've had a very lively chat going on while we were having all of this. Quite a lot of people checking in.
Good.
Yeah. So, we are actually at time. Well, okay, 7 minutes over, which is not very much for us.
That's pretty good for us.
That's pretty good for us, yeah. We tend to go way over. So, it's been awesome having you on, Scott. You're welcome back anytime, even if you just want to come in and, hang with the...
Well, thanks for having me.
As a guest commentator,
Sounds good.
Yeah. It'd be good to have you. We've been playing around with having group things. We had Bobby Slants when Steve couldn't make it last week. We had Bobby Slants, Bobby, Sergio, and Tom Reppus stepped up, and we actually had a really good time and went 40 minutes over. It was bad. We were out of control.
Oh yes, totally.
Looks like Hamish had to step away. So, yeah.
That whole middle of the workday thing for Hamish.
Yeah, it's hard for him because he's...
Okay.
Yeah, he's middle of the day, and then, the job does take precedence, so...
Those damn jobs.
Yeah, those damn jobs. I mean, this whole need to make a living, I just don't get it.
That's why I retired at 34.
Yeah.
I haven't worked full-time since.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't get to spend that $30 a month on coffee like you say everyone else in the world seems to, but...
It seems to, yeah. I don't spend that much on coffee, but, I do probably spend that much on chai every 2 months. But
well, if somebody goes and buys a coffee from the store every day, that's...
It adds up. It's $5 a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, $3 to $5 a pop. Do the math, I mean... And that's
even Tim Hortons coffee at $2 a pop is still going to add up.
There you go. That's $60 a month right there, and got me patron membership is $30 a year.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot of that.
Well, I retired, but now my retirement job.
You're retired.
But I retired, but now my retirement job is 50 hours. I retired, now my retirement job is 50 hours a week. So
jeez.
That didn't work out that well.
Didn't work
it's
out
different when you really like what you're doing, though.
Do you really like what you're doing?
It does. I work at a distillery, so I make whiskey all day. So
oh, gosh,
that's not too bad of a gig.
Yeah.
What a horrible job.
What a horrible job to have. I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah.
But, yeah, say you're welcome back anytime. Maybe we could have the illegal conversation about, fortifying your mead.
I do it legally. I take it to work and do it. It's all legal.
Oh, well, since you're legal, we could probably have that discussion then.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I don't allow people who aren't legal to have that discussion because we really don't want the TTB to land on us. But somebody who is legal does it. That's different.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, I'm going to let you get on with your evening, and thank you so much for giving us a couple hours of it. It was really cool.
Again, well, thanks for having me.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Night, Scott. Okay.
Somebody heard the G word, huh?
Somebody heard the G word?
He said goodnight, and then there was whining.
Yeah, you hear the whining. Yeah, rocket chill. Okay, so we'll get you guys wound up so you can go on about the rest of your lives. Okay, so where's Got Mead? Got Mead is right now, I am in Morgan Hill, California, south of San Francisco. We'll be here until the 22nd. So Saturday, we're heading out Saturday, and I was at Rabbit's Foot today. I will probably go back out to Rabbit's Foot on Friday. I'm going to be at San Francisco Mead at 11 a.m. on Thursday. So, if you're in the area and want to swing through and, not actually have to be at work in the middle of a work day, that, I'll be at San Francisco Mead doing a visit and a tour and doing some video and stuff. July 22nd to 26th, I'm going to be in the LA area and Oceanside. I'm actually staying in Pomona, so if you live in and around Pomona and just want to get together for a drink, you can let me know. I have several meaderies to visit there, and I'm still working out details. I'm going to try to get all that nailed down this week so that I can let all y'all know, and I'll post it up on social media and on Got Mead to let people know where I'm going to be. July 27th to 29th, I'll be in Prescott, Arizona. And then July 30th to August 1st in Santa Fe, New Mexico at Falcon Mead. And I'll be doing Superstition Mead in Prescott, Arizona, as well as Arizona Mead Company. And then Texas is after that. And I'll get you the dates next week's Got Mead Live so that you have that going forward. And Steve Piatz is coming back next week. Yay! So he'll be here on July 25th. And we will have him on the show. At that
and I think I will not be there that episode, so... Somebody step up and co-host with Vicky, please, please.
Now I'll drag Bobby in or something if he's not doing something. That should be fun. Well, we'll just do a guest co-host or something, depending on if the guys can come in. So we'll see what happens. One way or another, we are going to be talking to Steve. Damn it! This is going to happen.
Oh boy!
And to get him quick before he gets busy, Man has been totally flexible with working around the schedule. I rescheduled him once. He rescheduled me once. So let's just do this quick before something else happens.
Oh God! Yeah. And now you've gone and said it.
I know, right? It's out there in the open. So we'll do the little curse dance afterwards to make it not happen.
Right. Got it.
Yeah. So that's all I've got. Is there anything else I need to be worried about?
Oh, I'm sure there are, but not
probably.
Mead related.
Yeah, and it's Steve, damn it. Yeah, Doug. Steve, damn it, Piatz. It's his middle name.
Actually, I have a friend whose kid's middle name is Danger. And their second kid's middle name is Daring.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You need to name him, well, Bill Cosby had all kinds of, I thought, my name is Jesus. He's goddamn it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, kids, we're going to let you go, and we'll be back here next week, same bat time, same bat channel with Steve Piatz at 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, and I'll still be Pacific at that point. And then things start to get interesting because I'll be changing time zones again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, all right, we'll see you guys next week. Take it easy.
Take care, everyone.